He and Chris Muntz on Irish Letter had a great duel over the concluding stages, and Key Reversal number 4 is the winner. 460 and 150. Number 7 Irish Letter has paid 110, and despite the fact that there were only 7 going across the line with a late scratching of Ruemba, a third dividend paid for number 5 Pixel at $1.90. 4, 7, 5 and number 2 ran fourth McLaren Vale. The winner, trained by John Hawkes, is by Hurricane Sky from Century Pike, and that is a winning double for Beedman today. So let's check the scenario on the Jockeys Premiership. 82.5 for Beedman. Yes, we'll do it with the beeper. Why not? Makes it sound even more authentic. 82.5 to Beedman, 80 for Muntz, 80 for Brown. Short head the winning margin, a short neck second and third. 104.49 was the time. 104.49, class record 103.16, sectional 34.26.
Well, Johnny Hawkes' horses have been winning, but haven't they been cutting it fine? That got home by an eyebrow. Lord Denning in Brisbane got home by an eyebrow. Darren Beedman again. He's now 2.5 up on Chris and Corey. Key Reversal 460 and 150, Irish Letter 110, Pixel 190, Quinella 690, Exacta 1510, and the trifecta is 61.30. I presume they are the owners of the winner, Key Reversal. Now, we've got a protest at Cheltenham on the previous race. It's second against first. Numbers across the line were 3, 1 and 2. And it's alleged interference 250 metres from home. 3, 1 and 2. That was La Missionaire, the X-Files and Better Fortune. Protest second against first. Alleged interference at the 250. Now, Sandown. Race 5. Roxar's out. Aggie's Heart 48. Biggs is 750. Indian Ridge 820. Bull Bard 44. It's Contagious 940. Carptonite 64. King Wyndham at 360. Over to Oliver Beer out. How Big 30. Nine Eye Louis 15. Penny Wart 620. Runs on Ego 790. Tom Bowler 133. 15 out. Flying Ed 21. Knock Row 79. Camargo 45. Let's go back to Alf at Sandown.
Thanks, John. King Wyndham doesn't represent all that much value.
Down race 5. King Wyndham, the favourite, 381.90 over number 12 Pennyworth, 6 a win, 210 a place and 13 runs on Ego is 692.30, and on 740 we have Biggs and Indian Ridge.
Now Kembla race 4 in 7, 1 Overload, 510, 190, 2 Irish Mac, 230, 110 and favourite. Number 5 Angry Arthur, 10 and 260, 6 Cassia, 35 and 7, 7 Executive Class at 15 and 3, 8 Goodfella, 12 and 3, 9 King's Touch, Neil Payne, 10 and 260, 10 Regal Roma, 17 and 7, 11 Tudor Air, 14 and 4, and 12 Verdie for Nigel Seymour replacing Craig Agnew, 14 and 370. The selections are 2, 1, 7 and 8. That event 7 away.
On the previous of the coast, it was a half by a 4.5, half by a half. 1:16 the race time. Getting set at Sandown with King Wyndham now 3.90 the win and $1.70 the place.
Tab dividends are for Maxi Millions. New South Wales' first statewide jackpot, now available to clubs only.
Race number 5 at Sandown, waiting on It's Contagious and Tom Bowler to come up. Favourite is King Wyndham, number 8, 370, 170. Second pick is Biggs. At the moment, 670, 220, 660 for number 12, Pennyworth.
Those margins, Gold Coast, a half by 2. That protest Adelaide dismissed. And correct weight, race 4 on the numbers 3, 1, 2 and 4.
King Wyndham favourite. Set, they're off and running. Jumped out in a good line too with Knockgrove first out with Nine-Eyed Louis. Tom Bowler going back. Biggs behind them early. Indian Ridge and also going forward now is King Wyndham, and Pennyworth got up on the inside settling down, and it's Knockgrove from the outside leading Pennyworth from King Wyndham third the middle. Indian Ridge fourth, 2.5 Biggs, and further back Nine-Eyed Louis. Captainite 3 deep a length. Camargo a length. It's Contagious. Flying Ed. Bolbard. How Big runs on Ego and 2 Tom Bowler. Aggie's Heart along the back. A good even pace set up by Knockgrove. Off the fence about a half in front. Pennyworth kicked up inside it. A length and a half to King Wyndham at the 1,000 metre mark. 3 lengths thanks to Indian Ridge. Camargo inside it, followed by Biggs trying to get off the fence. Nine-Eyed Louis outside it from Bowlbard. Captain-Eyed, It's Contagious, the middle. Then further back, Flying Ed Howe. Bigger gap runs on Ego, Tom Bowler and Aggie's Heart at the 750 metre mark, and Knock Raid led nearly a length to King Wyndham, who goes up second, and third back to the inside as Pennyworth from on the outside. Indian Ridge followed by Camargo, Nine-Eyed Louis. Then came Biggs just angling off the rail from Bowlbard. Around the outside, Flying Ed followed by Captain-Eyed. As they come up to the turn now, Knock Road just led. King Wyndham on the outside. 3 out is Indian Ridge. 4 out now, Nine-Eyed Louis. Flying Ed further back, Biggs when they turn for home, and Pennyworth back on the inside. They're across the track, 300 metres to go. Out wide, Nine-Eyed Louis hit the front, grabbed by Flying Ed. Then Biggs back in the middle, followed by Aggie's Heart picking up ground, and Runs on Ego coming down the outside. Flying Ed out wide, Nine-Eyed Louis coming back. Aggie's Heart the inside, and Runs on Ego with a late run. Flying Ed in front from Aggie's Heart, Nine-Eyed Louis, and Runs on Ego, and It's Contagious. Flying Ed in front. Aggie's Heart taking a dive. Flying Ed just wins from Aggie Hart. Runs on Ego third from It's Contagious, Nine-Eyed Louis, Tom Bowler. Then further back, How Big from Biggs, followed by Indian Ridge. Well back in the race then, Knockrow. King Wyndham knocked up from Camargo. Pennyworth stayed nearer the inside, and Bowlbard is near the tail.
Number 16, Flying Ed, $20.80 and $5.30. To Aggie's Heart at $9.10. Number 13, Runs on Ego at $2.50.
Number 16, Flying Ed, has beaten 2 Aggie's Heart. The judge calling on the photo. And 16 gets it, 16-2. Waiting on the third number to come up. 13 gets third, 16-2 and 13. 16-2 and 13 here.
And we have correct weight the Gold Coast on 391. At Sandown, 16 Flying Ed, 20.80 the wins, 5.30 a place to Aggie's Heart. 9, 10, 13 Runs on Ego, 250. Quinella, $360.90. The exacta is $421.70, and the trifecta, $8,472.70, and the first 4 is to come. The start at Kembla. Race 4 with Irish Mac favourite, 240 a win, 150 a place.
Eagle Farm, race 5 in 7, 1 Sir Breakfast, 16 and 4, 2 Blur, 13 and 350, 3 Redwood Falls at 15 and 3, 4 Top Echelon, 970 and 240, 5 Coochie, 55 and 8, 6 Tide Turner, 123 and 20, 7 Lovely Jubbly, 220, 150 and favourite, 8 Air of Grace, 25 and 5, 9 Chickens, 480, 180, 10 Tequila Knowledge at 20 and 4, 11 Sadler's Silk, 28 and 6, 12 High Maintenance, 39 and 7, and 13 Sky Tripper, 47 and 9. Eagle Farm race 5 selection 7, 4 and 9.
Openers race 6.
Race, but she'll be there with a real chance.
Okay, how's your filly's work been since the slipper?
Oh, she just trotted and cantered since last Saturday. I thought she did enough in the race and doesn't really warrant any more work. I'm very happy with the way she looks. I'm happy with her mental attitude. I think she'll be very hard to beat.
Okay, how will Brian Ryder go?
Well, he'll be up there on the speed. He's got the outside draw, so he's sort of forced, a little bit like Lovely Jubbly, to go forward.
Okay. And Gay, just a quick comment on Miss Bustle and Hey Pronto. What are you expecting? They're good chances.
Yeah, they're great chances. Miss Bustle's, as many people say, not an ideal Oaks preparation, but she's a very talented filly, winner of the Magic Millions, second in the Magic Millions, I should say, and that form so often comes through again. And Hey Pronto's a horse that I've always thought was a Brisbane Cup chance, and we'll know today in the last.
Okay, good luck, Gay.
Thank you.
Gay Waterhouse with a couple of runners, including Chickens in this upcoming event, the Size Produce Stakes. Update for what's happening here on track. Lovely Jubbly is rock solid, firm favourite. Chickens is the second pick, and for a third pick you'd be looking at 1 and 2, Sir Breakfast and also Blur. Now, Larry Olsen's got the late mail, and great when these Group 1 races come around, Larry.
Yes. 5. Lovely Jubbly, the favourite at $2.40, $1.60 over 9 Chickens, 5 a win, 190 a place. Third pick is number 4, Top Echelon, at $7.60 and $2.20.
Now Cheltenham race 5 in 10, 1 moved at 15 and 5, 2 Huey, $6.60 and $2.30, 3 Identifiable, $5.20, $1.70 and favourite. Down to 5 Crown Love, $8.50 and $2.30, 6 Mountain Eagle, $9.30, $5, 7 Samond, 16 and 7, 8 Jugfall, 15 and 4, 9 Lucky Blighter, 12 and 4, 10 Santawazi, 17 and 6, 11 Young Lover, 12 and 3, 12 Button Counter, 12 and 4, 13 Close Imitation, 43 and 15, 14 Miss Boss, 22 and 6, 15 Tamonde, 24 and 5. Cheltenham tips 2, 3, 7, 10. Late mile 1 moved.
Almost at Eagle Farm.
And we're getting close. The start.
As called at Kembla, 9, 10, 11, 1.
1 to go. Starter calls to the jockeys. 1 to go. Chickens goes in. They're in. All right, boys, we've got a light. Come on. Racing. Sky Tripper near the inside began nicely. Coochie going forward in the early part. Tequila Knowledge. Sir Breakfast has ridden along at the early stages, breaking out of the pack and going to the front. Lovely Jubbly began nicely. She's going up, but she is a little bit wide. Coochie just restrained there. Went back on top of High Maintenance. Chickens is out a little bit deep. Air of Grace next on the inside. Just up in front of Air of Grace is Sadler's Silk. Getting back is Blur, then Top Echelon, and Tide Turner drops to the rear. Lovely Jubbly. She's flying along out in front. He turned her loose, and she's gone to a clear-cut lead. She's bolted away. She's leading by 3 lengths on Sir Breakfast and Tequila Knowledge. Sky Tripper is fourth over on the inside of Coochie and Redwood Falls. Wonder Chicken still covering ground. Sadler's Silk is next on the inside. A length further back to Air of Grace, followed by Blur, High Maintenance, Top Echelon, and Tide Turner. Lovely Jubbly. This grey filly is really scooting along and coming around the home turn with 450 metres to go. She leads by 4 lengths on Sir Breakfast. Sky Tripper working into the clear, coming to the outside. Then Tequila Knowledge, Sadler's Silk. Redwood Falls is pulled to the extreme outside, and then Air of Grace. They've got 250 metres to go. Lovely Jubbly in front. She's under the whip now. Sir Breakfast is going to be the danger if there is one. He's coming out to Lovely Jubbly, but there's a kick with the filly. She's booted away from Sir Breakfast again. Lovely Jubbly. She's home. She's stretching away from them in the run to the line. Lovely Jubbly wins the size. Sir Breakfast second. Sadler's Silk third. Then Tide Turner or Top Echelon out wide. Blur next in, followed by Redwood Falls. Then Air of Grace Chickens. Tequila Knowledge, Sky Tripper. Well back was High Maintenance, and Coochie, the last one to greet the judge.
Number 7, Lovely Jubbly, Brett Preble, 250, 150, 1 Sir Breakfast at $3.50, 11 Sadler's Silk at $5.20.
And they're at the start for race 2. Belmont favourite is number 1, Dexian, at 260 the win, 110 a place. First off, let's clear the
record in the previous race. I reckon they'd give this time a nice touch up here. She flew at the start and she flew at the finish. You know, I thought coming to the 200, the second horse was half a chance to run her down. But, she found plenty when they got to the 150 metre mark, and she was going away from Sir Breakfast on the line. That's a big win. Number 7, Lovely Jubbly, ridden by Brett Preble as first. 1 Sir Breakfast, Grant Cooksley second. 11 got third, Sadler's Silk, ridden by Justin Stanley. And out deep on the track, 4 is fourth, Top Echelon, Gavin Duffy. So the numbers are 7, 1, 11 and 4. 7, 1, 11, 4. Well, she is a very good filly, this Line Hunter. We saw her win the Magic Millions. She beat Chuckle down at the Gold Coast. She then went and won that Champagne Classic at Doomben, beating Yell in the last bound. She was nosed out by Chickens the other day in the slipper at Doomben when she ran away from the whip in the last 50 yards. And today, Preble was going to try and ride her off the speed. Back about 4th or 5th. He said, "I'll blow this. This is not going to work. Here I go. I'm on the best horse. I'm on the best horse. Ride it as if it's the best horse." And that's what he did. Went to the front, let her go, and they got gas trying to catch her. Now, here's the time. 1:21.4. It's a new race record. And it's 1.2 outside the course record. A length and 3/4 by 2.5, 121.4, Homan 35.4. Let's go downstairs, and here's Matt.
Here we go.
All right, David, congratulations. We've just heard it's a new class record here at Eagle Farm. She was flying, but did you think she was going that quick?
Oh, of course I did, yes. She led by a long way.
She was caught a little bit wide in the early stages of the race. Were they pre-arranged tactics to go to the front?
Yes, if he could, under restraint.
Yeah. This filly's always had ability. She's won the Magic Millions. If she wins the next Group 1 race in 2 weeks' time, would you suggest she'd be a candidate for 2-year-old of the year?
Oh, I hope so. We'd always like to win that. I just want to watch it.
Okay, all right. He wants to lead his Group 1 winner, and it's not every day he can lead in a Group 1 winner. A terrific performance by Lovely Jubbly, absolutely flying. She's recorded a new record here at Eagle Farm in winning the Group 1 size produce. John, I think he's still up in the air, David Throsby, but we'll try and catch up with him a little bit later on and just discuss with him what the plan is. But I'd say they'll be heading towards the TJ Smith Classic in 10 days' time.
Yeah, that was a hell of a win today, Matt. I mean, she was probably ridden contrary to her favourite racing style. You saw the way she won the Magic Millions, back midfield, came barging through late. I'm sure that's the way she prefers to be ridden. But today it was either go to the front or be caught 4 deep. And when Preble clicked her up to lead, she took off. and over-raced noticeably down the back of the course. But as Alan Thomas said, just when everyone was expecting her to feel the pinch, she got her second wind, and off she went again. She's very, very good. Lovely Jubbly, 270 and 140. Sir Breakfast, 330. Sadler's Silk, 590. Quinella, 1650, and the trifecta, 336. And I can tell you, there are many people around Australia who believe she is the best 2-year-old in the land, including some people in our control room here at Sky Channel today. In fact, they're adamant that she is the best 2-year-old in Australia. Now, Chelsea...
With 100 to go, so Breakfast can't pick up Lovely Jubbly. She's finding plenty. She is zooming. Lovely Jubbly in front of Sir Breakfast, and then Sadler's Silk, and Lovely Jubbly wins the size from Sir Breakfast. Third
full to move in. Let's go to Ian Craig.
Thank you, John. The Sydney Markets WJ McKell Cup main distance event of the day. Only the 4 under double figures on the tote. Number 1, 340, We're Dancing. 2, Dance Director, 420. 3, Hebe Rebe, $6. And that's the order on track, 1, 2, 3. And the only other one under doubles on the tote, number 11, 880, About Priscilla. Only the 3 under the doubles in the ring. Number 1 from 2 and 3. McKell Cup last year taken out by Touch the Groom, Grant Buckley, who won it in 2000 on Ills. Now, here at the 2400, thanks, Nick, only the 1 to move in. Priscilla, We're Dancing, Chris Muntz on the favourite. Darren Beedman on the second pick, Dance Director. Beedman beating Muntz narrowly in the previous. Key reversal from Irish Letter. Set now. The WJ McKell Cup, and away they go. El Rapido jumped quickly, so did Go Bent. Nicely away was Dance Director. Hebe Rebe's not far back. Simmigan and Blazing Arch are moving forward, and so too from the wideish alley is Priscilla. They race along to the 100 marker on the first occasion. Little or no speed on. El Rapido narrowly from Simmigan. Priscilla can't get in at the moment. Dance Director inside Go Bent. Blazing Arch out pretty wide from Hebe Rebe the middle. We're Dancing on the rails, then all tanked up. 0 point from Regal Alliance and Strange. They work out of the straight and head towards the 1800, and El Rapido shows the way a length on Simmigan. Go Bent in the third posse. Dance Director over on the rails, much more forward today and moving up quickly as Blazing Arch, trying to offset that wideish run, followed by Hebe Rebe, and then a gap to Priscilla, followed by the favourite We're Dancing, a length and a quarter further back as they race along past the 1600 as all tanked up. Regal Alliance, 0 point, and Strange working around the far corner now and heading along to approach the 1400 in the McKell Cup. And El Rapido is the leader. Blazing Arch to second. Simmigan third. Priscilla fourth. Then Go Bent. Dance Director in a spot of bother there and all tanked up. Shot around the outside. A length and a half further away. Hebe Rebe followed by We're Dancing. Another length and a half then to Regal Alliance. A length to 0 point and 3/4 to Strange. A dozen lengths covers them along the back and racing past the halfway and heading down to the 1000 marker, and all tanked up is fired up, and he's going out after El Rapido by the 1000. Blazing Arch third. Simmigan hugging the rails. Then Priscilla, Go Bent, Hebe Rebe, Dance Director. We're Dancing off the fence. Around them goes Regal Alliance, and then 0 point and 1 length to Strange. To the side now at the 700 marker, and El Rapido again draws away. 3/4 of a length, all tanked up. A length to Simmigan. Priscilla followed by Blazing Arch, Hebe Rebe, and then Go Bent, Regal Alliance. A length and a half to We're Dancing, awkwardly positioned, and then Strange, 0 point. And Dance Director is stone motherless as they work around the home corner now. And El Rapido taken on quickly by Priscilla. And Priscilla races to the lead and setting sail for the judge. Priscilla, a length all tanked up. Simmigan, Blazing Arch, We're Dancing, trying to weave clear. No luck at the moment from Hebe Rebe. And Dance Director, he's starting to muster speed. We're Dancing, still trying to get out. Simmigan got to the front from Priscilla. Blazing Arch, Go Bent, they're all over the shop, and Dance Director, We're Dancing, Dance Director, they hit it, We're Dancing. We're Dancing, Muntz beat Dance Director, Beedman, photo third. Blazing Arch in company with Go Bent, Simmigan. And Priscilla not far away from all tanked up. And then El Rapido, Hebe Rebe, followed in by Regal Alliance, and then a break in proceedings to 0 point, and Strange at the tail of the field. What a race. We're Dancing and Dance Director went to the line with We're Dancing winning it narrowly from Dance Director. He would have been something beaten. We're Dancing, but again I add, Dance Director, he got into strife down the back of the track. I don't know what happened down the side. He was a conspicuous last at the 600, so there would have obviously been many an excuse for Dance Director, but We're Dancing has got there on the line. Number 12 will be third, probably. Blazing Arch, yes it is. And number 6 was fourth, Go Bent. So here are the numbers. 1, 2, 12, 6. We're Dancing, number 1, Chris Muntz. Well, in the Stayers Cup out here 2 weeks ago, We're Dancing beat Dance Director, a replica here today. Number 1 at $3.50, $1.70. Number 2, Dance Director, written by Darren Beedman, $1.60. And number 12, third, Blazing Arch, Leanne Olsen, has paid $12.40. Number 6 ran fourth, Go Bent.
Right, Ian, thanks. Yes, he was in awful bother in the straight, We're Dancing, and a check in the middle stages, so he certainly would have been something beaten. Mind you, we don't know what happened to Dance Director yet. He may have been something beaten in the race. And as it turned out, they've run first and second. We're Dancing, the winner, Chris Muntz, for Gay Waterhouse, who's in Brisbane. Now, Sandown update on